Hello, welcome. Hope that you all are feeling well rested and loved and prepared. And yeah, I got woken up by spirit, if you couldn't tell. That's why I'm here. And I just kind of reset. First, before I even got on here, I just kind of reset everything. I did some dishes I needed to do. I was like, let me just go ahead and do that. I set up my plan for the next day. I was like, let me just go ahead and do that. Just slowly starting my day. Like I woke up, but instead of my initial reaction, be like, let me just try to go back to sleep. Because it's like, I got into a mode of like, I know this is one of those, I can't just go back to sleep. So I'm just slowly starting, right? And after that, after I got everything done, I got everything situated, I was like, let me just roll up, listen to a little bit of reading, and relax. Just get calm, just get centered. And even while I was doing that, I wasn't even really paying attention to the reading. It was just kind of like, I like to think of readings as affirmation of background noise to confirmations or clarity in my life. That's how I think about it sometimes. And how people have subliminals in the background, and we having readings in the background. Anyhow, anyway. Um, but as I was just doing that, I was just rolling up, just got done with the dishes, just like, or he's chilling, I'm chilling. I'm like, this is a good time, just calming everything. I even like turned off his like water fountain thing because I was just like, just silence, just not really much noise. Just so after I did everything, it was like, you ready? And I was like, well, there it is. Like I said, I knew it wasn't an easy go back to sleep type situation. So here I am. Didn't come on here with any thoughts, any reformities, any of that. Just came on here because they was like, get ready. If you see any of that, it's my skincare, okay? But here we are. So I don't know why they have me say all that. Maybe it's for a significant reason. Maybe you have been waking up and you don't know what to do in that process of when you wake up and you're like, I want to do something else besides scrolling. I want to do something else. So maybe just taking that breather, taking that breath, taking a rest, a calming energy. Okay? Um, let's go ahead and pull you. Seeing a green wine bottle, and I was looking at my bottle and I was like, I want to take a drink before I get started. But I'm seeing a green wine bottle. So I know a few. Well, actually, I don't only know. I know of a few green. I'm seeing green wine bottles, and I'm seeing also other bottles of alcohol that are green. So the color green in a glass bottle could be significant. That's good. We got Just Stand by that man who's currently, but Just Stand is essentially once you've done all that you can, all that you situated, all that you can set up, just stand, just sit still, just wait a moment. And that's, well, there goes the why they have me say exactly what I did when I got woke up. Because like I done all that I could to actually like the temperature is how it needs to be, the lighting, everything. I need to be asleep, but I'm not asleep. Must be for a reason. So just doing what I need to do and just allow the message to come. You ready? I'm ready. So when you've done all that you can, just make sure that you have prepared shade confirmations. I love that. Just make sure that you have prepared yourself for what messages are coming. Wow, I'll show you a little while what we got there. Let's see. Ooh, that felt good. That felt really good. Okay. mess. Final mess. Alright. Why do they have to wait? What's going on? We have child, children, and childlike. They want you to tap into a more innocent energy, a more curious energy, a more let me explore, let me. Children are some of the most present people that you'll possibly ever meet. Unless in certain situations, especially when birth experience, they're going through something, but that's still very present. Like they're very, very present people. Only worry about now. Like that's why you gotta like sit down and eat because they're only focused on playing. Or when they really want to stack, it's like very focus driven, but people don't see it that way. So children try like being very present in the moment of what you're doing and why you're doing. Do y'all hear that? What the fuck is that? It almost sounds like a sound bowl, but it isn't. I don't think so. I don't know. I hope y'all can hear that because it's slowly fading. Okay, cool. But just having this childlike energy and innocence about you. And when I say innocence, it's sometimes we always look at things pessimistically or just a little too logical. But when you pull into a mode of being like, but what if it turns out different? What if it was this way? Would it turning into a more of a silver lining type situation of being like, why not? It's like some people see rain and they get sad. Some people see rain and be like, let me get on my boots. Let me light a candle and get cozy. It's like depending on how you're going to look at something depends on how it's going to cultivate the energy and environment around you, right? So I'm also seeing that one movie. I forgot what it's called, but it's about this girl. A story, mini, but it was about this girl. She, her parents were guy friends, or whatever, and she had her and her sibling, and they was dealing with a lot of things. The foster care system. We watched it in I think my life development class in high school to learn about life development, but also the foster care system and how it works and things. It was, anyways, and how you can still do. It was great. Anyway, she wound up going to Harvard despite her situations and circumstances and things of that sort. But her parents, she was able to see how smart they were and just they weren't able to apply it and them just knowing answers to the Jeopardy show. It was just all the type of stuff. Them reading books, them just knowing. It was just their addiction didn't allow them to excel in that. But her being able to take that, her life situation, her being smart herself, allowed her to go to Harvard. The reason why I'm saying this is because it doesn't. Sometimes the situation, you can change it. Sometimes there are things that you can control. Obviously, there are things that you can't control. She couldn't control who the fuck her parents was. She couldn't control, she got placed there. Like, she couldn't control a lot of fucking things. There are a lot of things that are out of our control. But just like a child, they know that, but they also don't know that until they're told that, until somebody lets them know that, or whatever. So it's just like, okay, I see. I see. So when you just stand there, where you take those moments, those pauses and reflections, like a child don't, like they know, like, okay, I can't control this, I can't, but they don't know what that control means necessarily unless you tell them, hopefully give them some autonomy about themselves and their lives. But they, and then they'll be able to gather that. But it's an understanding of when a child asks a question like, why can't I do this? Why can't I do it? And you be like, oh, it's this, it's because of this. It's like, huh. That's coming into it. That's when you're like, oh no, this can and can't happen because the law. This can and can't happen because, in this house, whatever it is. But until they recognize, like, okay, this can't control. Sometimes we're going to be late because of traffic. We can't control that. So recognize the things that you can and can't control. And look from a child, be present in the moment. Sometimes kids just be sad because don't be like, well, why don't it? Sometimes it's just sad. And that is the glory of living in that moment, being able to express it in a way. It's probably like 5 minutes. That'll be good. That'll be good. We have second house energy, Taurus energy, fixed energy, Venus, Earth energy. Okay, a lot of me in present moment, just staying children, child, like being focused, being driven, understanding that, being inquisitive, being curious, having that innocence about you, being like, okay, there are things I can and can't control, but I can take into this approach that works for me. The second house energy, fixed energy, the recognizing of your worth within the world that you are cultivating. We have Vedic astrology pulling up. Okay, I did my Vedic astrology. It was grand. I believe you just literally go one sign before your sign because sun rises and sets. You just go off of that. Um, and so with this second house energy, if you wanted to go to Vedic astrology, you'd be first house energy, standing in your body in resonance energy. Okay, so Taurus energy, Aries energy can be very significant. So take that in, and that's also the beginning of the astrology. And a lot of people feel like that's the baby signs, and then it expands until it gets to the older signs, right? So again, this I keep saying innocence, and I feel like I'm not thinking of it in a way of like biblical terms, but in a way of innocence of like someone say recognizing that each new day, each new movement, each new choice is allowing me clarity, is allowing me balance, is allowing me rejuvenation, is allowing me a chance to go in the direction I want and need to go. And that leads to a certain type of innocence where you're able to see challenges, obstacles, setbacks, delays as being like, oh, so something better is happening. Oh, so I'm being protected. Oh, so I'm experiencing disappointment because this is what I did want. This is what I was hoping for. This is what I did want to happen. But I know the outcome has to be better because I'm not going to be in a state of disappointment forever. It's that energy of taking that recognition and being like, okay, and being situated and fixed in that, and being ready and prepared in that. We have quick downloads. That's probably why I woke up. You guys get a lot of messages, a lot of understandings, and that's right under this kind of linear scope of just staying with the quick downloads. So recognizing that once you take a pause moment, take a breather, take a breath, even if it's just for a minute, even if it's just for 5 minutes, just being quiet and allowing the noise around you to silence itself, and you allow it to be silenced. But it's taking in what you need. We got from the inside out, whatever you do, God do it. From the inside out. Okay? So, and that's hilarious because that's right where the second house energy is. Like I said, your body, your work, your understanding of what you are cultivating in the world starts within self. And so that's the fixed energy. That's the Venus energy, the abundant, the love, the feminine warrior energy that's able to balance and create within chaos. That's funny. I was talking to my friend today. I loved that. You're talking about the Venus. She showed me some of her pictures. It was amazing. It was phenomenal. So, a lot of Venus energy coming in here. That balance, that duality. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pull from this one. Let's see. Get into we have E. I'm hearing extra, extra. Did anybody else remember that? Extra, extra. That tickled me. E, we have extra. We have Equestria. Okay, that's from My Little Pony. So again, that children energy, that whimsy energy. Okay, we have I can't take one more thing. I'm done. That's that under that just stand right across from the second house energy. Okay, with the quick downloads, it's just like that's why I was like you went through some stuff like, but you're flipping it. It's like I can't take one more thing. But I'm realizing also with the second house stinky spirit and the quick downloads being right under that. Be careful what you say you can't take more of. I'm hearing get specific what you can't take more of. Because sometimes when you just vent and allowing the anger to come, I always think of it as like the dog chasing the bird off the cliff. One of them motherfuckers gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? But anger can have you being the dog. You have to be the bird. You might be in a situation where a motherfucker is chasing you, life is coming at you, but you have to realize I fly above all the drama. I fly. It's beneath me. It's beneath me. It's beneath me. Yes, because you fly above all of it. You transcend all of it. You are the bird. You're not a fucking dog. Okay? So with the quick downloads, is sometimes take a moment. Take a look at your surroundings and think that you can get above it. Okay? You are deserving of so much more. We have signed, sealed, and delivered. It's yours. It's yours. It's been yours. It has always been set up to be yours. I always think of blessings, manifestations when I feel like it's taken a long time. Because I'm a visual person. Okay? I'm a visual. I'm not a seer for nothing. Okay? So when I feel like shit's happening or shit's taking a long time to pop off or whatever it is, it's like, damn, shit. I just think of it as being like stuck in traffic. Like it's still coming. It's still there. That's why I created another one where it's like, don't check the tracking. Don't check the tracking. You're fine. But it's like I just think of it maybe being stuck, or maybe it had a layover because it's coming by plane, or I just think of it as coming in a way, or it's like maybe an angel got hit up in a conversation. I don't know. That's how I think about it. I think of it in a way kind of like how travel think about it. Where it's like, okay, let me take a step back. Let me realize maybe, just maybe, there's nothing I'm doing because I'm doing all that I can. I'm doing all that I need to do. I'm doing all that's set in before me. So now Spirit is working on you from the inside. So that way when the blessings still come, when it finally knocks on your door, when it finally asks for your signature, when it finally puts you in the forefront, that's why I love standing desk. Because I can stand up. It's going to allow you to know that whatever it is, it happened from the inside out. And that's why it's specifically designed for you. Specifically designed for you. Okay? It's signed to deliver. It's yours. And yes, I spelled deliver wrong. Jeez. Come on. We have no words go to waste, and it is on the blues, so that clarity, conversation, throat chakra coming in here, right across in the second house, and I can't take one more thing, but also children, childlike, and child. We have signed, sealed, and delivered right under that, right next to Vedic astrology. That's proud of you a lot. Do you want to see it? You probably want to see it. I'll show you. I don't mind this. This is what it looks like, in case you're also visual. This is the best thing about creating your own shit. I don't need to stick to a certain rule or agenda. I just need to go with the flow. Because me being a water sign, me working with energy and spirits, if I can't go with the flow, baby, don't drink from stagnant water. That's a word. Don't drink from stagnant water. Move your motherfucking hips. Move your body, okay? Move your energy. Don't sleep in stagnant energy. Don't be around stagnant, because if you can't drink from it, you need to till the soil. You can't even be around stagnant earth. You can't even be around stagnant earth. Second house energy. It moves. The earth shifts and moves. When trees move, you can move. Trees can move. Nigga, that's where it was like, okay, we getting in there. But it's trees move. Shit, even seeds get blown in the wind. Stagnant air is what? It can kill you. That's why they say if you see something that's locked, especially if it's metal, do not open that shit. You will die. Because that air in there is now contaminated. It is stagnant, stale air. Oh my God. And a still fire don't have no flame. It's dead. Elemental energies and spirits can be significant to you. It's pulling back into the Vedic astrology energy. It's a little bit older than Western astrology, you know. So, sun rises in the east, sets in the west. Things come a little bit late, so that can be significant. Maybe on the west side, maybe you wake up a little bit later than the rest of the world, than the rest of the energies. That you get a little bit of sun a little bit later. We also just had spring forward, so we lost an hour. Okay, we have order in, detachment versus avoidance, and that's funny. Before I get into that, Ashe. With the no words go to waste, me talking about elemental energies, I'm hearing it worked. Whatever you were doing, whatever you were setting up, it worked. It worked. Okay? It got done. It got cleared. It's it. It worked. No words go to waste. Ashe. Ashe. It's like clickety. Okay, we have order in, detachment versus avoidance, right? And that's right under, ooh, they're right on top of each other. I'm hearing don't order in your feelings. Because that's right across from the inside out. Don't order in your feelings. There's a way of, detachment is looking at yourself almost from the outside. Like, third person. Some people dream a lot in the third person. You know, which can also be a sign because I'm bringing them dreams. So that can be a sign for you, visions, third person, whatever. But not whatever. Ashe, because words matter. Ashe. But what this order in is like, don't order in on what you're gathering as well with being under quick downloads. But when you ordering in, because avoiding it is acting like it's not even there. It's not even present. It doesn't exist. I'm avoiding it. I'm trying to go around it. I'm trying to go above it. I'm trying to go crawl under it. I'm making spaces in ways where I don't have to truly deal with it. I'm avoiding it. Versus detachment is like, okay, let me take it apart from each other. I know this piece exists. I know this possible pain, this possible disappointment, this possible future goal, this possible setting, whatever it is still in this hand. And right now, this is me. I just need that separation. And that's where that just stand, that childlike focused present energy, that higher elevational energy, that recognizing what I'm saying, what I'm speaking, or what I'm doing energy is coming in. Because if you realize the second house is exalted in the moon energy, fourth house energy, home energy, comfort, stable, stability energy, you'll recognize that with this ordering in, your home is your first body. So, are you going to avoid going into your house? Staying in other places, doing other things, staying out, that by the time you come back, it's like, oh, this is what I have to deal with? Or are you possibly just going to take a vacation, come back, and realize? It's just again, visualization for you, examples. I think you need a lot of examples. I feel like Spirit is showing you, I feel like when it's, Ashe, I know when it's your time for things, you possibly get bombarded with seeing it a lot. It's like that effect of when you possibly get a new car or you get like a new color hat or something. You start seeing it around because now your eyes is open to what you have. But I feel like yours is the reversed. You start seeing it a lot before it comes into your life. Like I've been seeing this a lot. I've been seeing a lot of people get jobs, their favorite careers, and I've been applying, and I know that's gonna happen for me. I've been seeing this a lot. I've been seeing my favorite car. Like, I used to look it up and I got my pictures on my vision board, but now I'm seeing people just like driving in. I even went out of the state, I feel like that's how it works for you. And that's why it's signs to do the little, it's like, if they get there's my package is right around the corner. And people that I know is getting blessed, I know God is in the neighborhood. I know Spirit is visiting. I know Spirit is here. And the reason why people say that is because if you think about it, and we have, let's say, a whole bunch of farmers, and they're all in one region. They know what season they can and cannot grow things in. They know, everybody knows that's why in certain places there's year-round schools, and then there's schools where you get 3 months off. It was 3 months off during the summer so that there was harvest. Kind of during the spring a little bit, but it was supposed to be for harvest so that way you can till to the farm, get it set up for the winter. That's why you got 3 months off, so that you can work. But then it got changed, flipped, something bring it, we all just kept it. Anyway, but not anyway. But it's this recognition I'm getting back to. We're coming full circle. We always do, because that's just how spirit works. So with this energy of them all recognizing this, when we all off, you're going to do this, you're going to wake up in the morning, we're going to set this up. Obviously, working on a farm, we're going to have to do that each and every time year round. But it's a lot more demanding. It's a lot more upkeep. Got to make sure the crops don't die out. You got to make sure you keep away all the locusts and the moss and you get what I'm saying? It takes a little bit more time. And so with this moment of recognizing, if all the farmers recognize, okay, they reap when they harvest, we all using similar to the same soil because we're all in the same region. Again, with this Vedic astrology, look up your Vedic astrology. And I've been saying it for a while, astrocartography as well. I just recently got mine, and I am in love with a lot of the placements. I'll show you, but that is where that abundance comes from. So that message comes from, at least in my eyes. I don't know where it really comes from, but that's what the fuck we're going with, and that's what the message is. So you've been tilling the soil, and I feel like you've been around people that has also been tilling the soil, or at least following people. So with this ornament detachment, you have not stepped away from possibly how you feel about things now, or where things are now, where they were, how long it took you to get there. That's the whole point of the detachment. Is now you're almost sitting across from yourself, having a conversation versus ignoring yourself. And so with this ordering, it's like, don't order in your emotions. It's like, set it up. Okay? We have guilt shaming or guilt tripping. Can you take my karma? Oh my God, I didn't even fucking see this. And this is a card that was sticking to the order in. Guilt shaming or guilt tripping. Can you take my karma for me? People. How do I want to put this, Spirit? How should we put this? Because the can you take my karma for me is essentially somebody allowing you to always come to the rescue, always give the answer, always give the advice. Essentially to take the karma, or you even not even having to take on anything, you just being in their life. People don't even, you have to realize who you are in your energy, especially this like childlike wonder, innocence, inquisitiveness, the downloads, second house, like all this energy within yourself. You just being around some people that you're not supposed to be around also can have you taking on people's karma. You avoiding and not detaching can have you take on people's karma. You moving just to move, just to do things, accept things, shift things, whatever, is also you taking on people's karma. You get what I'm saying? So with this, some people, once you start recognizing how certain patterns are working, how things are setting up, there's also some people that will actually help them in a situation, give the advice, they take the advice, and because it didn't work in a way they was hoping it worked out, they blame you for it. They try to guilt trip you for it. It's like, I was just giving advice. Like, I didn't know it. Like, even if I did know, your follow through is gonna be your follow through. You'll come back, so you'll come back. It ain't like I gave mad advice. I just gave the advice off the situation of what I knew. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's significant for somebody because they just got very specific. Okay? So, but with this guilt shaming, it's on the orange card as well as sacral chakra energy. That's also why I said move your body, shake your ass. That makes significance. Stagnant energy is not good energy. Okay? So I feel like you also been kind of standing Not just standing, excuse me. Yeah, just standing around in their way. Thank you, Spirit. Mm, you gotta move. And when I mentioned it, when I got up, I just did what I knew what I needed to do. Sometimes that is moving. That's why I said move without a purpose, and without intention. It's different because even when you're sitting there, calming your mind is still moving. Your spirit is still operating. So even when it may feel like you're not moving, you are. When things are shifting, they are. That quietness also resets the brain. So when you start changing and shifting and moving your dynamic and accepting yourself and moving in a way that's choosing yourself and allowing that, it's going to allow for a lot of excitement and grandeur in your life. You're going to feel a lot more protected too as well. I feel like this reading was kind of all over the place, and I feel like your life has kind of been all over the place, but it's coming into more of a focus, more into a clarity, more into an understanding. Mm. Mm. Well, I'm not feeling anything else. I'm not getting anything else. Because I feel like that clarity is definitely going to come to you, especially with the quick downloads card. The signed, sale, delivered, it's yours card, which means obviously your blessings are here now, currently in the moment. 72 hours, less than 72 days. A lot to do with 72 that can be significant. 72 is 9. So in 9 days, I'm here in 9 weeks. Somebody can be pregnant. That's also we got childlike. So in 9 months. Yeah, Scorpio's energy, sister sign of Taurus. I'm hearing largely magnificent. I'm hearing incense and brown, not a certain smell. Red lavender. I don't know if that's a thing or not. Mixed blend. I'm hearing mixed blend coffee. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all. Well, that has been the reading, my darlings. I love you. Love yourselves more. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Until next time.